Good afternoon, everyone, or evening, whatever it may be for you guys. Getting closer to evening towards me, but it's been pretty much so raining and dark all day, so. But I promised you guys I'd do this video separately. I've touched on it in a few videos, and this is just not for the creators, for the truther community. This is also to you subscribers and future YouTubers that want to get into the truther community, or you want to touch on subjects that will cause your videos to get demonetized, or you want to be able to go out there and just do different things. This one's for you guys. I'm going to explain a few things. Those of us in the truther community, prepping communities, and various other communities with some of our messages going against the norm that they deem to be not advertiser friendly. They want to demonetize our channels. Many people out there want to be able to go do things, be able to go and do investigative reporting, go to rallies, and they got to rely on donations from you guys, because we live in a day and age where money's tight. Some are barely getting by at all. I mean, back in the day on YouTube, you used to be able to make money off your monetization on your videos. Not so much here. And obviously, you guys are going to say, well, you don't got no followers on this channel. No, I don't. I got about 6, which I'm happy with. But I got followers on Twitter, Wordpress, the Minds. I'm slowly growing. This week was a wonderful week. It just proved to us that we can still get our videos out there, because we're competing with clickbait. We're competing with some of our topics that aren't what they deem advertiser friendly and other things. It's a form of censorship. There is ways around it, but it takes support. I know too many good channels out there that have been bringing people the truth. They want to get out and do more, and they're restricted. Either they got to sacrifice, take time out of their jobs, or take money that should go towards, fun things with the family, or to be able to go do these things. It's not cheap. Because, for these guys, they've got the equipment. Some guys are just starting out and they don't have the equipment. It's the other thing you need to understand. And the ones that do, they're being trumped over by people that can afford it, that can afford to do what Project Veritas did and take the donations they received and make their video be the #1 trending thing on YouTube. because we know if he didn't do, especially those of us in the prepping community, truthing community, we know if he didn't take all those donations, all that money he asked for, and did what he did with it, and dumped it to boost it to get the views, it would have never trended. It had been buried over with the clickbait and all the other stuff that goes on. I want to cover how us in this community can do this. And I'm going to take a page, like I said, I'm going to take a page out of a few people. But it all started, everybody knows, especially people my age that grew up, knows about PBS, Public Broadcasting Service. It's publicly funded. You, the viewer, it's done through donations by doing 4 times, I think it's 4 times a year. I said 3. It's probably 4 every quarter. And they'll do donations, call-ins, support this channel. And I know some of these channels that I follow, they have some great content. They bring great people on. I think you guys need to take a page out of PBS's book. I mean, and if you don't believe me, it works. Take a page out of Alex Jones' book. He does it. This is how he does it. Which I'm sure there's other things that go on in the background he don't admit to. But hey, that's my opinion and views. Honestly, I can't stand him. But he knows how to fundraise. He knows how to social network. Social networking, I think a lot of people on YouTube never experience the headaches and the pains of being on social sites, creating your own social site, and have to social network it. It's a pain, but you have to grow it. It's important to know how to use your tags, especially for those that refuse to use clickbait. I refuse. Tags are important. Tags are also certain. Knowing when not to use certain tags to maybe not get your videos censored is also important. Because I know channels that's got over 100,000 subscribers, and they're struggling. They're struggling with the viewership. They're struggling. Well, they are, because a lot of their stuff isn't getting shared. Their videos aren't getting the views. I did videos on that, explaining it. Now I'm going to explain it even farther. Obviously, this is the work around it. Facebook, you're only going to get so many shares, so many views. There's an algorithm in place to stop going any farther than that. They want you to pay. It's pay to play. You want your thing to go viral? Pay. And as I showed in a previous video, it can get expensive. And then these guys aren't even asking for that. A lot of these guys, they're asking, we want to be able to go cover these events. But I want to see them covering the events, because our major news networks aren't covering it, and they're not teaching and showing us the neighborhood. I want people who's going to bring us the truth, that's truly going to get down and do investigative reporting. I want prepper channels that are teaching people to be supported. And there's ways to do it. Many of them, they just went to, PayPal. Some of them just went to Patreon. Great. They're all good ways to do it. But they're still not getting ends meet. Well, because we deal with certain things, as I've learned dealing with social networking. When you start moving from social net platforms to different social platforms, sometimes people will follow you, but you lose people. And eventually, you're going to make one too many moves, and you're going to lose your whole following. And the same process is as you're bringing some new in. A lot of people don't like jumping from platforms to view content. But we have all these platforms available to us. That's the beauty of what I'm trying to break down. I'm going to break down to you. We have a way that we can, and many of you run programs like XSplit. I run it. I run the XSplit broadcaster. I just haven't been using it right now because of internet issues. And I'm not on a computer that's designed for it. If I had my old gaming computer, not a problem. But I will tell you a workaround on that. How I'm able to use it on this computer when my internet's actually working right. It's called Razer Cortex. Yes, a game booster. You can game boost, shut almost every other application down. What hurts me, I don't have a gaming graphics card. If it wasn't for that, oh, I could use XSplit all day long when I had good internet. I was using it there for a while. What also hurt me? Hey, got to pay for the license to be able to do all the good stuff that you guys like seeing, and don't have the license, so therefore it's really another reason I'm not using it, because I want the interaction. That's the important part. You, the viewers, interacting with you, reading your comments, seeing what you're wanting to see, reading your chat when you're chatting, or when you do Uber Conference. Uber Conference is another tool, guys, that I'm going to break down how to use, because it's important. Now, for some of us, like me, I run this whole show by myself. So it would take me longer to do what I'm going to describe. Like I said, most people know me for working behind the scenes on stuff, because that's exactly what I do. I come up with ideas, run it by them, and we figure out how to do it. And that's some of the stuff, eventually as this channel grows, you'll see it in the future with this channel. This channel's not going anywhere. There's plenty of things, plenty of people that want to get involved. We're just trying to work around to make it happen. But in the meantime, there's channels out there that are they're covering great content, bringing you the truth, bringing you some good investigative reporting. And I want to see them succeed just as much as I want to see this channel succeed. I want to see some of those prepping channels that I follow succeed. So let's get into it. PBS. PBS does a system, like I said. They do fundraisings 4 times a year. Now, I'm not saying to do it 4 times a year, guys. That's, maybe once or twice a year for us would be good, until, because that's important. I know some of you have merchandise that you have made to sell. This is how you integrate it in. For those that have Patreon accounts, you can attach it to your Patreon account. But what we're going to do, we're going to use YouTube. This is our platform. This is where we live stream from. This is where we put our videos up for the most part. So basically what you're going to need. You're going to need Uber Conference. It's free. The free version works just fine. You don't need 100 people in your conference call. You want basically you kind of want one person at a time. But what you do is you get 2 or 3 people to get Uber Conference. You're going to keep your main Uber Conference for the channel to have call-ins. Then you're going to have 2 people aside with a different set of numbers for the fundraising part. They will, just 1. That's important. We start doing 2. It'll be 2 different numbers. You need 1. You're going to need 1 and 1, so you're going to need 2. You take the second Uber Conference. That is for fundraising. That is for them people to call in, and for your friends or people in your channel to sit there, answer questions maybe, or accept donations. Show them links, or you open the phone lines up to paid donators, people who want to donate to come on your show and talk. Many of you know a lot of good people. I've seen a lot of good interviews. Seen interesting people had interesting stories. You bring them on. You plug it. Guys, especially those that have got the Super Chat, they can donate right straight through Super Chat, or they can go right straight to your PayPal and your link. You do a marathon. You share some of your comment back. Go out behind the scenes of some of the videos you shot and made, how you made them. Get on the topics that you want to revisit. Then break down your views why you did it. Make it fun. stream for 8 hours, 16 hours, 24, or, no more than 48 should do the trick. And it's just a fundraiser. Make it known. This is a fundraiser to support this channel. So I can list the events you want to do. What do you want to go and report? Explain to them the importance of it. I want to bring in other reporters. I want to set up other reporters in other states. And I want to be able to, give them something. Give them the equipment they need. This is what you guys will be supporting. Your donations are going strictly for this. And do not be afraid to show your donation, how the donations are being spent. Also, a portion of these donations is going to get around YouTube's little loophole. With the censorship, we're going to use a portion of the funds to boost our videos, to share our videos, to share our channels, to grow our content, to get the word out there, make things go more trending and viral. The super chat thing's working. I've watched it. It's working kind of good. But there's, like I said, we got to take these little tools they gave us that, hey, you want to screw with our viewer counts, you want to screw with our monetization on these channels, we can get around it. We'll do fundraisers. This is a public broadcast. This is what I do is for the public. Anybody can come and use my content. I am funded and supported by you guys. And the way I return that is by interacting with you, bringing you the content that you want. This is something important to you creators out there. It's not hard to do. Most of you do it all day. I do it. There's a donation link in my description. I don't have super chat, obviously, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. For people that are new in starting this, it's also important for them because they need to reach 10,000. I think it's 10,000 subscribers now. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, before they can even monetize their videos and channel. I got lucky and set this up way before they put that in effect. So they're making it so we have to pay to play. I am against it. I don't like it. But if that's what it takes to get the message out, to get more than 5 damn views on a video that's important about our national security at airports being violated, that there's a loophole that they're being able to use called the buddy pass system, but I only got 5 viewers? All right, I know, but I also passed it around to a few other people. Hopefully they'll do stories on it. That's the problem when we don't have the funds. I don't have the funds. I'm not currently working. When I'm working, I dump my own money into it. Or I go off of when somebody graciously donates to me. But there's other things I have to use because we got to have priorities as well. I need hotspot setups. I need phone reactivated. And those are the things that come first before I can push some of my videos. But it's cool. I'm slowly growing. I'm in no hurry. It'll grow as it grows. This is more for the other channels out there. The channels that I've been supporting by namely telling you where to go. For those that stumble across my videos. There's other ways to give back, as I've stated in many of my videos. If you want to support this channel, you can support it by subscribing, liking, and sharing the video. Taking a video that you heard and somebody might other people sharing it. That's supporting this channel. Because I'm not so much on the investigative report. There's events I want to go to and do, but I can't. And I accept that. But I know these other channels, that's their niche. That's what they do. And they're struggling. And they shouldn't be. So this is my message to them. Hey, there's ways you can do it. You got tools readily available. Doing marathon. and spread the word. Take a week, make a campaign out of it. Oh, yeah, I said a dirty word, didn't I? Campaign. It's not a dirty word at all. You're going to make a campaign. You're going to go out there. You're going to have your friends go out there, spread the news that on this date, I am going to do a fundraising stream for my audience, for my subscribers. You'll end up growing subscribers. You'll also let people know, hey, you'll set up and take time to set up packages like t-shirts, hats for those that sell those, so those that sell mugs and stuff. If you donate this much, we'll send you this. Set up little packages. It's using your head, guys. It's thinking outside the box and ways to do things. Once the people out there see that you're about what you do and you really mean it, you'll get that support. That's how PBS has been funded for, I'm 39, so 39 years that I know of, going on 40. I mean, we watch Alex Jones do it all the time. Why don't we do it? You know? Yeah, we might not have, e-stores and stuff that we can send people to, but there's the other thing. If you got a little extra, create a donation page. And I'm not saying go create a GoFundMe on Facebook. Create a Patreon account. But most of all, create a PayPal account where they can send and donate to your channels. Like I said, some of your channels, they have over 100,000 followers. If just one follower gave $1, and I recommend doing more than $1 because the minimum you can accept on PayPal is I think it's $1. And we know what PayPal takes. That's the other thing. Let your audience know that, when you donate to PayPal, which they probably should know because they already have a PayPal account, or they might not. Just let them know that, this portion. But don't be afraid to show what you're doing with your donations, how you're spending that money. Obviously, it's going to reflect in the streams that you do, the places you go. That's obvious. But don't be afraid to show it. Keep some receipts, show it. That way they know. That way you can always verify where these donations are going. Because obviously we are now in a pay-to-play game. Unless you really get lucky and become the first person covering a certain story as it begins to trend, and you'll see what I've seen. Once others start jumping on, yeah, you're going to completely drop off the map. Because there's another reason I'm suggesting this. I've been getting the notifications from YouTube. I've been seeing them. They're wanting to go more TV oriented, $35 a month. I've got a feeling here soon this free platform will no longer be free. Why? That's the way they can control, just another form of censorship where they can control the content that comes on it, because only people that can afford it will be on it, and we know how that works. Something for some of you guys to also pay attention to. Yes, it is important to be aware even of the communities we're on and the things that are going that we don't pay attention to because we're so distracted with other things. But I'd like to see some of these guys be able to do what they enjoy doing. I see so much passion in some of these guys. And I want to see them succeed just as much as I want to see this channel succeed. Because I'm going to be the first one to tell you, when I grow this channel and get to the right number, and when I'm ready to start getting out there and doing things, I am going to do once a year a fundraiser for this channel and the other channel I run, which is completely separate. Completely different topics, completely different things. And for those that have more than one channel, you create 2 different donations so you can keep track of, and you're not getting into one fund over the other. And you pay attention, know your needs, know what needs to be put back for events, so you can make it to these events that your audience wants you to go to. Something I started doing, giving back to my audience, giving back to my followers. Right now I'm not using Patreon. I have it, but I'm not using it because, like I said, there's something I'm investigating. There's been 2 reports I've heard. I'm not going to talk about it other than just say I want to know before I jump into it. I want to make sure the 2 stories are legit. Right now, from what I've seen, Patreon seems like a good place to be. Like I said, I already got an account there. I'm not going, without further investigation, let 2 stories that may not be true ruin it. They may have violated some terms of service. So I'm reading the terms of service and going through things. That's important, guys. Also know the terms of service of these places you're on. What you can get away with, what you can't, because that's how they censor us. That's how they demonetize our stuff. Yeah, BS, I know. Shouldn't be that way, but it is. Unless you're on the Minds or Gab. And who knows how long they will be free marketing, free speech and stuff. Hopefully they never change, but we live in a day and age. Are they running off their own servers, or are they hosting off somebody else? That's the difference. Because if they're hosting off somebody else, then they're not running their own server. Then they're subject to that whoever their hosting platform is, TOS. So I said, not all you guys think you can leave YouTube and you do your own websites, you're still stuck to that host. And that might be a good goal for some of you, even in the fundraising. You take a portion of your fundraising and you put it aside to eventually be able to pay for your own server. It's a thought. That way you set the rules. Nobody can tell you what to do. You set the rules. It's your server. It's who you want allowed. If you want to allow others onto it, it's who you allow, or you just want to use it for yourself to be able to do all these things. Yes, that requires money because you're going to have to pay coders. You're going to have to pay somebody to maintain that server, or you're going to have to learn how to do it yourself. I've got experience in that area because I was working towards getting my own server. I was working on creating a hosting platform of our own. Here in a couple months, I'm going to get back with my friend, and we're going to revisit this topic because we stopped it, the platform. We still own everything for another year. Actually, own everything until 2020. And I'm going to see if he wants to reinvest and open it back up. Well, like I said, he can only push me around so much before I decide, okay, there's ways around everything. Project Veritas showed us that. The important thing is I want you guys to know, I want to see some of these channels grow out there. I want to see us not have to compete with clickbait. Clickbait sucks, especially when it's clickbait from trolls doing it to push us down. We're already being censored. But, like I said, when you end up paying, well, you're not censored so much because they committed a contract to get you those views for that money that you put in. And how do we get the money? Well, we got to rely on our subscribers. So we got to find ways to get our subscribers to donate. Fundraising is a good thing, especially using a platform like this and doing a marathon. I mean, the success that PBS has had over the years is amazing because they're 90% public funded. It might be higher than that. I think it is higher. I think it's like 95, 98% public funding. The rest is government funded. And that's another topic. Like I said, just like the Alex Jones thing, that's another topic. But he uses it. He's learned from public broadcasting service. He's learned from marketing how to do it. So why not we use the tools, especially some of the tools we got. I mean, XSplit is awesome. XSplit Broadcaster, guys, you guys actually download that, the free trial version. That it's free. You just don't get the HD, the stereo, and a lot of the cool widgets we get when we have the license. But the license is still cheap. It's like $15 will get you a license, 3 months license where you can get all the plugins for it. But dealing with the XSplit Broadcaster, you got to deal with the updates. When they update, sometimes it gets screwy. It takes 3 to 4 weeks before it works properly. Sometimes it works properly on the first update. The other thing is you got to have a good graphics card. Basically, you got to design the computer to be a graphics computer or a gaming computer. It's what it's kind of designed for. It's designed for high graphics. It's designed for, and you got to have a good internet, high-speed internet. I can run it on a 5.1 tier internet, and I can actually, if I'd hook my laptop up, it's very old, but it's set up for gaming, can run XSplit, full graphics, in game, and still have a gaming latency in the 40s, or sometimes 70, depending on the internet, 70, 45, or 43 to 45, or 72 to 73. And that's also, but I'm also using a Razer Cortex gaming booster. But I run the Razer Cortex gaming booster on this Dell computer. I just don't have the graphic card. That's what hurts me. Without that graphics card, it jacks your CPU usage. So you have to run a game booster to kill all background programs. And it seems to work fine. I'm able to live stream from it when my internet's working. I haven't been able to try it with the 10.2 package tier yet, just because I'm really not getting 10.2 right now. There's a screwy issue, and we're kind of getting off subject. So back to subject. The subject is, if you guys want to get your channel grow, if you want to be able to go do these events, think about doing some fundraisers. If you want some help setting it up, you want some more advice, private message me, email links, where to find these in the description. You can go to my YouTube channel here, to my channel page, go to the About Me, you can send me it right straight to my email. Or you can find me on Twitter. I have no problem taking some time out to help you guys, run ideas through you, and help you set the stuff up, or even help you set the stuff up. Don't want nothing for it. I want to see your channel grow. My reward's watching you guys grow and being able to enjoy the content that I've been enjoying while I'm growing my own channel. We need more people out there telling the truth, reporting on these stories. You know, we need people, truthfully, a lot of these guys need people in every state. Some of us, I hear that one of the major complaints, we're limited to just people here on the East Coast. Gee, we can't get anybody on the West Coast to help us. Well, it's time that maybe some of these guys can afford to take a trip out to the West Coast to cover some of these events so they can get their name out there on the West Coast. That's another reason why donations are important. It allows them to go out there. Because there's been a lot of events that they would love to cover over there. And it allows the preppers, it allows them to be able to invest in more stuff to show you. And once we start growing an audience, eventually we'll start bringing in our own sponsors. Because sponsors will see us. Advertisers will see us. That's where our content is more suited to them. They're going to want to sponsor us and want us to use their advertisements. So we'll be able to, the first step is getting our channels the growth and the attention it needs. And right now we're in a pay-to-play system. You want to compete with everybody else, you want your content, you got to be able to go on there, and I hate it. I hate the fact that I would have to pay to boost my view counts, to get my videos the views they need. I don't like it. That's censorship. But they deem my content not advertiser friendly. That's why they'll demonetize it. That's why I'm not monetizing any of my videos. I'm not. With that said, that's my way of getting back, because that's my views and opinions only. Because this channel has a lot more meaning to it than you guys understand. There's a reason it's named it. That has meaning to me. Our Independence Day coming up has meaning to me. Why? Because you'll find my last name on the Declaration of Independence. My forefather was part of the first and second and the Stamp Act conventions. So yes, it has a lot of meaning to me. And when they do stuff like this, if I would cave in and monetize my channel, that would be me giving into the system. That would be me supporting the system, and I will not support such a system. That's my choice, my opinions, my views, not yours. You guys should do what you feel is right. And I feel what is right for most of you is to keep doing what you're doing, trying to monetize your videos. Let people like me do what I do. Because right now, my channel's new. It's not 1,000 subscribers. It's not reaching. My videos aren't getting 1,000 views. They're lucky to break 38 or 39. That's what it is. 39 views. And that was Monday, and that was because I just happened to be lucky at the right place, right time, and right on top of it. Because I was at the computer when the notification came in, and as more people got on about it, I quickly lost the viewers, just as fast as I gained them. But it showed me something. It showed me we can still break in every now and then. Then Project Veritas showed me, which I should have known because Mark Dice did a video like last year about it, dealing with Facebook and how you got to pay to get your viewers, to get more views. And as we found out, I did a video on it. In fact, let's just revisit that. So, you're going to ask me, what am I talking about? Let me show you. Let me share screens. Well, actually, let me share my screen here. All right, so let's go to the creator page. Uh-oh. That's not a good. Damn, how many times I got a Curriculum Creator Studio? We're going to use this one because it's the first one, and this would be one of the videos I would have promoted if I had the money. So we click promo. Expand your audience, pay only for view count, boost long-term popularity. Promote video. Campaign budget, US dollars, okay. My budget would be cheap. We're just going to use $5 just to see what it did. Honestly, I don't know, guys. I think I used like $20 last time. $5. 0 to 1.4K viewers. In-stream ad and display ad. Okay. What will $10 get us? I think we want to get that number off. Damn. The number's staying on 0. That didn't change much. What's the daily budget do? Ah, that's the, wow, that's expensive. Let's try $5. $200. Damn. You guys starting to see the point. Yeah, I'd rather do a campaign budget. And I'm not going to actually do this, but let's say 100. Got a feeling that's what's going to take to get that to do. Wow. So, no. So it looks like $25 will get you an estimated views of 1.4 to 2.8K. So 25, 10, 15 is not going to get you much. In fact, it's got a chance to get you a goose egg. And the next step is just, you do all this, and it'll take you to the pay part, where you actually take your money. So, but that's what Project Veritas did. They asked for all those donations, and they made a campaign budget, which put their stuff to trending. Unfortunately, this is the only way we can get around some of our censorship. Why? Because when they take our money, they committed to a contract. So they can afford to lose advertisers over the content because we're paying them for the content. Don't agree with it, don't like it, but that's just the way it is. Facebook is similar, it's just more expensive. And like I said, sons and daughters is the reason I'm not even on Facebook, due to the censorship issues. But if you have those platforms, I have a Facebook account, so if I would fundraise, I would notify my friends and stuff there so they would share. I mean, like I said, not going to get much shares because you got to boost the content and stuff. But that's the importance of getting your channels to donate to you. Getting your, I mean, not channels, my bad, your subscribers to donate to you. This is another form of me giving back to these channels because I can't financially give you anything. But I can teach you ways to do it. Ways that I'm going to do it when I get the subscribers and followers. Because here's the other thing, this is the subscribers, what you guys don't realize. It's expensive. Especially if you got to travel farther distances. Like if you want to go from, I live around Toledo, so if I wanted to go to, like I'd love to go to North Carolina right now, to Charlotte, to interview that local airport, that airport that got busted for, that was using the buddy pass system. I'd like to, get their take on it. And I'd actually love to be able to maybe talk to a few people, set in, find out if they will ever disclose what airline that was. But also during that trip, I'd stop by, as I passed Toledo, I'd stop in Toledo's airport, talk to them about it. Don't think I'd get anywhere, but hey, I might get some information. You know, hit Cleveland's airport, Akron's airport. Well, I wouldn't be going as far as Akron, so Cleveland. As I'm heading down, because it's actually something that I think needs covered. I know it needs covered. But that's the important of it, because, I mean, I know how much it costs to go from my house to the spot in North Carolina I go, which is about $150 just in gas, because the vehicle I have, it's old. It drinks the gas at the truck. That's about what it cost me the last time, what it cost me to come back. In fact, I had to borrow, basically beg and borrow $5 just to make it home. Because I was light flashing in Toledo, and I just happened to find a gracious person that gave me $5. $5 got me home. And I hate asking for any type of thing. But, you know, I was thankful. They could easily said no, like 7 other people had said no. And I respect the no, because, yeah. So, which means, you know, I need to, I'm always type that. That's sometimes the problem with me. I want to see good in everything. I want to see, you know, help people sometimes that they're just not going to accept your help. Sometimes I just don't know when to stop. So, yeah. Character flaw. I think it's a good character flaw, but others say it's not so good. And sometimes they're right. You can't help everyone. That's the truth. But on the same coin, I can look at this guy that gave me $5. I'm like, that's the reason I do some of the things I do, because there's still people out there like that. That's the reason I decided to do a video on this. I've done it, but I've done it, it's like at the end of my other videos. And I wanted to make sure this video is just totally dedicated exactly to this. This is my way of giving back. My way of giving to you guys. Giving you ideas. And showing you that there's a way to keep going. To keep your channels going. Be able to go to these events. Super Chat's an awesome thing for those that have it. You know, description. Putting your PayPal links in your description is an awesome thing. But not everybody's going to read your descriptions when they're a mile long, like mine is. And my PayPal thing is towards the bottom, right above my disclaimer. And I just don't flaunt it. Everything you need to know about my channel, like I say, is in my description. You know, it's just like WordPress. I have a WordPress site. It's the free version. So I can't even put a damn donation button on my WordPress site. You know, and it's gotten to this point where, truthfully, eventually even that stuff's going to go away. The more they start cracking down on us, cracking down on the information they don't want us to be putting out there, they're going to start cracking down on those. So eventually, some of us might disappear. But that's the importance of these channels, like this, like Prepare Minds, the Patriot Nurse, Skitty Medic. I can go on and on. Let's get into some of the Truth or Community channels. iCitizen News, whom it may be, Dabu7, Irma Hinojosa, if I pronounced that right. At least you got her first name right. Brian Richmond of iCitizen, Eric M. I mean, there's so many. Off the grid living, do-it-yourself type people like Pure Living. These are channels that are offering education, they're offering truth, they're making you think, they're helping people awaken, they're teaching you new skills. It's important to support these channels as subscribers, whether it's just telling other people of them, or when you can financially donate to them so they can make it to some of these events. Or you see an important article that you know is probably being censored, so you can get the word out. You know, like I said, there's many ways to fundraise, and some of you guys got so good of content, you shouldn't be having to ask or, well, Be Rich did it great, selling a fit auction, you know, doing a fundraiser for fidget spinners. He just showed you another way. I mean, did it generate much? It generated a little. It helped him. I mean, he had to strictly budget, but he was able to go to D.C. and do what he wanted and share an event with us. And hopefully he was able to do a little bit more in the Seth Rich thing, because that's where his passion's at right now. And I honestly think now he might be onto something. I don't know. I'm patiently waiting to find out. But he's also reporting other things, other rallies. He covered a lot of the RNC. I think he did a couple DNC events. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, he's brought on some great people, interesting people, and he's got some great, interesting people around him. You know, so like I said, I need to find most of them in my channel. I'm still upgrading my channel. I'm kind of slow, guys, because I want to make sure that I'm featuring everyone for a month, especially the ones I named off. Some of you guys haven't been featured yet. You'll be featured on starting the 1st, which is when? So I know. Tomorrow. I guess I got some work to do tonight before I go off to the lake in the morning. But that's another way to find other people. Like I said, I'm into so many different genres, guys, so many different niches. And it's important. Like I said, I plan on doing a couple more videos tonight. I've got one that's really important. Like I said, I can't upload anything right now because of the way my internet's working. So I'm just going to do them live. Why not? Man, I'm going to make this is, after all, the 4th of July weekend. It's our Independence weekend. This is pretty much what this channel is about anyway. So I'm just going to make the best of it. Spend some time with you guys. Enjoy it. Bring some quality discussions. Hopefully be able to interact with some people. Like I said, I've got the tools. I'm not afraid to use them. I'm not afraid to let you come into my hangouts either. And that's the important thing. The more interaction we have with our subscribers, the more they're wanting to be a part of us, because it makes them feel a part of our community. It makes them feel part of the things we do. And most of you pretty much already do that. But maybe just do one night that's just for them, where they can just call. And let's watch Be Rich do it. He was doing, I think he called it Commander Couch. He was allowing people to call in to Uber conference and just talk about whatever. You know, just like, I have plans on doing something. Oh, what would you do? Where I'm going to let people call in. We're going to interact with the chat. We're going to interact in the hangouts. we're going to come up with scenarios that could be everyday scenarios, or it could be apocalyptic or shit hits the fan scenarios. Just, because we can't predict what the weather's going to do. What would you do? What would you do if you're going down the road in the morning, going to work, and you see a car spinning out and hit a tree? What would you do? Okay, now you're going to tell me, I'm going to get out and help them. Okay, you live in the state of Ohio. You do that, that person can sue you. You can be charged. Did you know that? Now what would you do? Would you still be the Good Samaritan? Or I would still be the Good Samaritan then, now that I know this law, I would go talk to 100 different people, get a petition going, get 100 signatures, and to have that legislation changed. Because the way it reads here in Ohio, if you move that person, and it's actually PA too, that's where I first found out about this such a law. Because it was on one of my websites where I actually had a group called What Would You Do? And that was one of the things, first one of the things I put up there. It's the winter, you see somebody slide off, they hit a tree, they swerve to miss an animal, or they hit a tree, what would you do? And a bunch of us, we were getting into it. It was fun. It was interactive. We was learning from it. And lo and behold, come Miss Peel. Miss Peel just rocked all of our world because, I was wanted to be the Good Samaritan. Of course, there was people that had medical training, like medic, what we called it. She actually works for the Indy Circuit. She's one of the medics that you'll see go out to the vehicles at Indianapolis or any Indy event. She travels with the Indy Racing League, or whatever it's called now, CART. I don't know what it's called anymore. But she'd sit there, oh no, if you do that, you have the potential to hurt them. You've got to support the neck. And we had, people that had first aid training. It was important. We were learning from it. And it was changing how we would actually encounter that scenario. Then, like I said, when Miss Peel came along and just, like, really, they got such a law? She goes, yeah, if you move them and they suffer any injury, that they could come back and you could be held liable. And in some states, you could be charged for a crime. It's like, what? Didn't know that. So, yes, interaction's important. But I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go make something to eat. Hopefully it stopped raining. I need to go lock up the house trailer and get a few things out of it. For those that don't know, I did a video on that. The house trailer was slowly converting into a workshop. It's old. It's not really livable for, so we're turning it into a workshop slowly. And some of our fishing gear is stored in there right now. I need to bring it into the garage because we plan on going out early in the morning. And I don't feel like traipsing around in that trailer, tripping over things first thing in the morning when I'm going to be up earlier than I normally am. But then again, it could be raining tomorrow. Who knows? I'm not complaining. Hopefully it's nice. It's supposed to be. Because we needed the rain. We need more rain than what we got today. But hey, like I said, share this to other creators, other people that are doing these channels that you like. Let them see there's other ways to fundraise for them channels. It's important. It's important that for subscribers that we're supporting these channels, either financially or by sharing videos, liking the videos, subscribing to the channels, clicking on this. Yeah, I can't. Oh wait, yes I can. Good. Backup channel. I am subscribed. No. It's important to do this. Click that little bell, click inside this box, and click Save. That way you're getting notifications when they go live and when they're updating. Yeah, before I close, as I'm getting ready to close, let me also tell you guys, for you streamers, I covered this in a video before. If you know it's going to be one of those topics you might get censored on, take this link, do it this way, but don't count on these notifications staying there. I've had a few removed, like on Facebook. Take this link and copy it and go ahead and go to Twitter. Even though you shared it there, make sure and paste it in there. That way you know for sure this video got shared there, because I've not gotten links from some people that's went live and I'm subscribed to them and clicked on the bell. I've known my videos to have the same result. Sometimes we have to monitor our videos, monitor what we do. It's actually important that we do here late. You know, that way we're being sure that our videos are getting out there. That was interesting. See if that does that again. See, I want to check something. Curiosity's got the best of me. So if I hit play there, is it going to show here 2 people watching? I'm back here. Okay, so that's me watching. Let's make sure it's doing it on the mines. See, I'm curious about this. I never thought about it until now to do this. I know I shared this on the mines. Beautiful thing about the mines, I covered in another video, for those that can't afford to put money in to boost content. Every hour you come on here, you get 50 points. For every video you upload, you get a point. For likes, you get like 5. For subscribers, you get 10, I think. You take those points and boost your content. What do you mean channel can't be found? Or is that just my crappy internet connection? Try this again. There we go. Because I am curious. So it has no views over here right now, but as I was pointing out, I boosted this one. I boosted 200 points, so eventually I'll get 200 views. I want to make sure this thing's actually working. Because I have a feeling that it's not. Let me go back. Now it's showing up 2 viewers on Hangouts. Okay, 2 people watching. But in my analytics, when I go to view counts, I've noticed that all the views I've got on my videos on the mines, find one that I boosted, like this one, 249 views. Somebody else watching. Okay, if you're watching this channel, type in my chat, please, because I'm trying to figure something out. If that my views on mines are actually showing up here. There, I'll just close this out. because as you've seen, it won 243 views. Like I said, for the person that might be watching, but not sure if it's me watching on the Minds, let me know in my chat. Okay, it was me, I guess. Kind of hard to tell. But Red Furry Muppet, 6 views. But yet, on the Minds, I've got over 243 views. As you guys can see. That one got 40 views. That was the one been stuck at 39 since Monday. And like I said, I got 39 views during a live stream. And as soon as other people started talking about the travel ban, I slowly dropped out. But it just proved it can be done. You just got to be lucky. Really? You're not showing on my live stream? Oh, fine. But like I said, guys, it's important that we find ways to support these channels. This one and others like it, the ones I've mentioned, or the ones that you like, because it's getting harder and harder for us to get our views, getting with the censorship, them deeming us unadvertiser friendly. And there's, like I said, there's people out there who want to be able to go to the events and report this stuff, and they don't have the funds. So, like I said, I hope you guys found this educational. Maybe this will help you find ways. I'd love to see some of you guys do some marathon fundraising, marathon videos, interacting. Most of you already interact with your audience, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see you grow. I like to, and basically, it's a way for us to stick it to them, the way they've been sticking it to us. So, hope you enjoyed. Like I said, if you liked, hit the little thumbs up button. If you really liked it, share it. And if you really, really liked it, subscribe. That's how you support this channel right now. And like I said, it's the 4th of July weekend. It's our Independence Day. It's supposed to be about these things: freedom, liberty. It's supposed to be about our Constitution, what it stood for, about our remembering our history, why we fought, our forefathers fought, why the Constitution was written, why we have an Independence Day, why we are supposed to be proud Americans, proud of this country. You know, we're the backbone of this country. We always have been. Not our politicians. It's we the people, for the people. We are a whole community. Stop letting them divide you. Start supporting the people out there bringing you the truth. It's a good weekend to do these type of fundraisers. It's a good weekend to call out to the American people. We believe in this country. We believe what it stands for. We're tired of being rolled over, censored, having our freedoms taken. We need your help. Support these channels. I know. It's dirty. People will say it's dirty. I don't. You know what? That's what we're forced to do. And there's nothing dirty about asking help. So we'll squash that myth right now. It is our duty to support these types of channels. It's our duty to support the people that's going out there doing real investigative journals and bringing you the truth. You know, I don't like like using catchy sales pitches, catchy slogans, because I know the psychological impact on them. I know how it's used. I know the whole breakdown of it. I've sat here and tried to teach you guys how to defend, how to catch it. And I also sat here and showed you, hey, mistake I made, because I caught one, and it wasn't for that intention, but it was a marketing ploy, and it triggered me. But it was a good trigger because, well, at the time it wasn't, because I had to come back and retract my statement, but it was a good trigger because it, hey, put me onto this, reminded me what Mark Dice said, and it showed me that there's a positive, something positive can come out of something where I screwed up. And that I can share with you guys so you guys can learn from my experience. So, like I said, I'll see you in the next video, which probably won't be too long from now. It depends. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I do want to do another video, though. I want to do several videos, guys. You know, if I had my way, if I could just keep changing the title and keep saving these things, I would, but yeah, I got a couple things I got to do anyway, like eat and get some of the fishing gear set up and ready to go for the morning. Oh, yep. For those that watch me on Twitter, I know I announced it during my Periscope feed to you guys. That's another way I give back to my followers. Exclusive. Yeah, when I go on Periscope on Twitter, that's exclusively for that audience. It won't be not shared here on YouTube, not shared on WordPress. It's strictly for them. I do it for my other channel on Facebook and Twitter. It's my way of giving back. Interacting with people in the morning with a cup of coffee. So yes, tomorrow morning, cup of coffee thing not going to happen unless I do it really, really early, which I might. Probably won't because it drains the hell out of my phone, and I kind of want my phone to be able to record and take pictures of where we're at and be able to share some of that with you guys. So it'll be postponed until after I get back from fishing, which will probably be in the afternoon. Although the last time we went out, we were out all afternoon, end of the evening, so I don't know. Just depends how the fishing goes. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. You know, day with family, day out in the water, in it's a beautiful wildlife area. So I'll get some pictures at least. Maybe, hopefully, some video of some fish. And hopefully we can catch some fish to bring back to eat. We're going bass fishing, so it's a stocked place. It's stocked with bass, bluegill, perch, and sunfish. We're mainly after bass. You know, here in Ohio, these particular where we're going, lakes, because it's what it is, multiple lakes. 18 inches. Bass has to be 18 inches for largemouth. Smallmouth, I think it's 15 or 16. So I'd like to catch about 4 or 5. You know, the limit's like I think 10. If we can catch the limit, that'd be beautiful. That's a couple meals for a couple of days. You know, grill up some bass for the 4th of July weekend. Be fun. Like I said, see you guys in the next video.